That was dope, by the way. House of X yesterday. Yeah, I like the front cover of the comic book was super dope. I mean, the whole thing was dope. You guys are firing on 8 cylinders. You feel me? What's up, Oscar? Welcome in. All right, so today, y'all, today I want to have a little fun. Want to talk about watches, of course, and I actually want to ask you some questions more than showcasing. Um, and I want to cover some of things. As a matter of fact, let me get off of there. So, I'm in my favorite spot. I'm out here in Carmel, Indiana, and nice little coffee spot on the corner. And it's a lot more people out here today than normal, but still pretty dope. Wrist check. I have on my Islander piece. It's not even an argument. It's one of the best dive GMTs that I have. And dude, another hot take. This will be for another episode if you guys want to touch it, but whatever. Touch on this topic. Collar GMT versus a true traveler's GMT. I'm going to go with the collar GMT because that's what I like more than the traveler. I actually have both. And between the two, I like the collar style more. That's just me. All right. It's no hot take or hot topic or whatever the case is. It may be somebody, but not today. What's up, Hannibal? Oh, wow, the super rich people. Ha. And it's funny that you say that because there were a couple of Lamborghinis that kind of breezed past. They just cruising. But today, man, I'm going to touch on some stuff, man. If you saw the thumbnail, today's primarily fun episode, man. But I do have a question about like your collection, and I want to ask a question about how you guys collect. And I'm going to ask about I got my pen here. I'm going to ask about some straps because I have one of my watches here. Just got a strap in a few days ago, and I just put it on. I like it, and I'm actually going to order another one. And I actually put this strap, I typed it into the search engine for YouTube, and I saw there were a number of people that actually reviewed this thing like some years ago. But I want to know, because I already know about straps code. Let me see who else. There's a couple other spots, but I want to know some legit strap companies that you guys have dealt with in the past. And stuff like, for example, I have a watch with me, my Glycine. For anybody, any experts in the chat right now, this is what came with it, and it does have quick release. But what would you recommend for this? What would you recommend for this one? And I wear this watch quite often. I just don't post it, but I do like. I don't know. It's like a guilty pleasure wearing Glycine. And I know this is a brand that it's not talked about as much, man. It's just not. You know, it's overlooked, and I think it's a very solid timepiece. What's up, Hannibal? Hell, Caesar's in the building. Matches your hat. Not really a hot take, more or less a preference. Yeah, you know what, Julius, I say that because, man, yesterday we was talking. I looked through a few videos. It don't take much to get people riled up on YouTube. You say something, man, and they just go in. People, like, they'll take the smallest thing and they'll go in, and I'll just sit back and watch the conversation from the video that was posted. Then I'll just look at everybody at the very bottom. I do want to ask you guys this too. As far as how you guys collect, you know, the watches I've talked about on this channel. What would you, if you were to consider a watch based on how I collect, what would you guys recommend? You know, and yeah, I would like to know. Now, of course, price does play a factor in it, because if you say something that's like $10,000 to $20,000 or $40,000, I'm like, oh, that's cool. That'll be like a dream collection, the Grail Dream wish list. We'll just do that. But yeah, what would you guys recommend? What is like the dream watch, or even for yourself? Answer that question. But let me show you what I got. I'm gonna ask you guys honest opinion, because right now I was asked like what watches am I looking to get next, and I'm not looking to purchase anything now. I've been purchasing a lot of straps, man. So you guys know I got the Glycine Airman, right? So that, hold up. I got that piece. All right. And I just changed the strap because the last time I had a leather strap on this one. But I have this tactical strap. It says Fortitude on it. Tactical band. Has that. That's what it looks like. It got reflectors on it too. It's pretty dope. Got the little metal buckle on it. And I think it's called Rich. The name of the company is called Rich. If you fancy Richet. I like it. I dig it. Kind of gives it a I'll show you what it look like on the wrist. I was looking for something that had more of a tactical look, or if you will. So that's it on the wrist. What y'all think about that? For you, Military Protect Army Edition. Same, I'm trying to save as much money as I can, and later on I'll buy something. Get out of here. Who hasn't built a golf course? Huh? I don't know what you talking about, bro. I don't know what you talking about. You dig that? I think it's cool, man. I like the little reflector and stuff on it and everything. Cause like after the live, I'm actually taking this off and I'm gonna finish my workout. I'm wearing this back. Which I'm going to say this. We're talking about watches and buying watches and things to put on the wrist. I personally think that this is probably one of the more underrated pieces. You got a 24-hour dial on it. You also have one that has the your traditional 12-hour dial, and it still comes with a Salida 300 or the Salida 330, and it's under $1,000. Now, the only thing about Glycine, so like you have to order online. You got to order them online. They don't have a store or anything like that. And I don't know how much it is to have it shipped at this point. I haven't purchased anything off their website ever. I bought this. So who was it? Ashford? When Ashford was selling Glycine, that's where I was getting it from. And man, what did I pay for this one? Oh my gosh. I have to look. I want to say I think I spent about $700 on this one. I think I spent about $700 on this one, which is still cool. I like it. And I will buy another one. There was one has a green dial on it. I would like to get that one, but off the website, I think that green one was about $900. But again, if I have to pay tariffs, I don't want to have to pay that. I'm gonna be honest, say the truth. I don't care, because I still think you're getting a good deal. With the watch, and you see how flat this thing is. Historical value of this thing, and well, I'm gonna show you how flat it is, because I actually brought my calipers out today. Where are you, calipers? Oh, it's over here. Is it true? This, yes. Helicopter pilots were using these. As a matter of fact, my last deployment, one of my mentors, he actually had this watch, and he wasn't a pilot, he was a gunner on the helicopter. So yes, he was, yeah. So with crystal, this thing is 12.1 millimeters tall. And it's exactly 40 millimeters. It's right on the nose, 40 millimeters wide. Case diameter. Not bad. This is a pretty dope watch. This is pretty dope. I like this watch. Get out of here. Oh, and let me do the other one. So this is, now I do know, hold up, I know that Glycine's lugs be pretty long. So yeah, this is at 50.1 millimeters. But like for a diver with the crystal, 11.1 millimeters tall. And this one I think is 42. Let me see. Yep, 42.2 millimeters wide in diameter. So it's pretty wide. It's still a solid timepiece. Pretty solid. Let's see. What has Oris resolved the caliber 400 before center and shaking? Julius, I heard that has been updated. That's funny because I was thinking about that. I was talking about Oris today. Do you guys think? And I'm just asking a valid question. Does like price, the amount of money you spend on a watch, does that really define a solid watch collection? And I don't think I just think that's a valid question, man. I've been debating this with 3 people in the past 48 hours. We've been talking about it back and forth. That one of my guys say that in order to have a proper collection, man, you have to spend a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not so much to where it hurts, but you have to spend a little bit. And my argument was, like, when you're building your collection, depending on you, shouldn't it be what fits your lifestyle? Of course, and it has to fit within your price, unless you have to save and save and save. But then you factor in that if you go too high on a watch, depending what it is, like an Omega, right? And I was talking about this just last night when I was doing my walk. There was a guy, he uploaded to YouTube that he bought an Omega, I think it was a Speedy, off of Joma Shop. He got the warranty, and the watch failed and it was messed up. It didn't look like it how it was supposed to be, right? And he fought back and forth with Joma Shop to get this thing repaired. And I don't know, I think the end result was he ended up losing the watch because the movement was jacked. Joma Shop didn't want to replace it. But I think one of his arguments was like, maybe I shouldn't have went that route, and if I was going to spend that much money on an expensive piece, I should have bought it new. Now, that's not the debate if he should have bought it from Joma Shop or not. The debate is, does your collection require an expensive timepiece for it to be solid? Is the question I have. I do believe the caliber 400 movement has gotten better based on things that I've heard. There was reports, there was forums, because I think you mentioned that, and I researched it, and if you go on Reddit, they were talking about it. So I believe they updated that. Glycine is a go-to watch for me. I have at least 10 of them. Yo, what's going on, bro? How you doing, brother? I was checking your live out earlier. My man Big Belly Bob's in the building. Go at least 50 millimeters or go home. All right, man. I got some at home, bro. So I guess I won't have to go home yet. Oh, good to hear about Oris being productive and addressing issues. Speaking of that, I actually have Oris written down here, man. Like everyday watches, some watches that I don't have in my collection. I went through Oris, and not that, of course, Oris is not a part of anything I want this year, which we're just about out this year. This year went by so quick. But I would like to add Oris at a later date, and it's not just because of the name. It's like, well, I guess it is a part of it, but Oris colors, the colorways are so vibrant in comparison to other watches I've come across. Man, their colors are crazy vibrant. Another company, micro brand, is Anea. He had, like, for his dive watches, his colorways are just, they pop so hard. Gosh, they pop. They beautiful watches, man. Beautiful. And then I have, I tell you, a watch brand you can't sleep on. I went over to Moyer, and they fixed me up with this thing. They got So many, man, bro. Geo, it's some heat in this thing, boy. It's some heat in this thing. Hold on, where's the one I was looking at? I'm gonna show you like my favorite out of here, out this book. Where you at? Where you at? It's like it's a fold out. There you go. That one right there, boy. Look at that. That sucker, man. Whew. That thing is tough, boy. That thing is tough. Well, let me get back into the Big Belly Bob, Naptown. It is much harder to build a collection without spending a lot of money, but can be done. Just levels up the challenge. Money rarely equates to what you purchase. 100 things. Brother, so many watches I want. What's up, Sing? Welcome in, bro. Not me. You got the same book? Yeah, man. Go shoot. Yeah, man. I like them. And let's see, Jay Jones in here. I don't get why Marvel doesn't use the Hulk to advertise more. He's basically one big banner. Wow. Advertising dad joke. That's clever. That's clever. That is clever, bro. Hold on, what is this? Yeah, okay, all right. We don't need that, whatever that is. So I want to tell you guys, I went over and I looked at the Erebus review. After yesterday's live, I went over there and I checked it out for myself. I listened to the whole thing, and there's two things to it, right? And we're talking about top tier ticket. If we're looking from the perspective of building your collection, you're talking about a watch for us US folks, it's $6 and some change. It's right under $700, and that is everything included. That's any tariffs or whatever you're gonna spend, taxes and everything else, right? Just under 700. Is it worth it? It's a GMT. Is it worth it to you? If you have an Erebus right now, one of the arguments is if you have the Erebus, it's just like the regular 3-hand Erebus. You just have the GMT hand. Now there's some slight differences based on the hardware. Now, Top Tier Ticker actually had 2 examples. He has 2 examples of the watch. So if you want to see what it looks like, in my opinion, both watches, both examples he had, looks pretty decent. One of them had like Miami colors. It was like that flamingo blue that's used on the now I call it flamingo blue because Tudor mentioned it. Flamingo blue, and it has the pink, so it's like real Miami. It's a colorful watch, look like a drink or something. So that watch would definitely work with somebody from South America, from Florida, people that love those vibrant colors, or anybody that like the colorways. Now, as he go through, I'm not trying to spoil the review, but there was 2 things that I picked up. Hold up, man. I'm trying to see what it was. Dang, he went the other way. I missed it. Dang. Do you think that when these watch companies are making watches that there's too many options? Are there too many options for you to do? So on the Erebus, you can either go with the Miyota movement, and you have to wait till next year to actually get this watch. It comes out in April. You put half down. So for American folks, you're gonna put 3 and some change down, pick it up, like you'll pay the rest of it. Like I think he said on his video, like a couple weeks before it drops, you'll pay the rest. Or do you go San Martin or whatever other brand that you can get right now with that look? Now, that watch has been referred to as a Christopher Ward and a Rolex Explorer sort of look. So it sort of looks expensive or whatever the case is. Um, but the biggest complaint was it falls in line with everything else. So do you guys think that if you have seen that video, if you've seen the Erebus, do you think it's worth adding to your collection? Or is that true? We have way too many options. Are you planning to change the strap on your Cassia? Yes, I am, Tim. I am going to change it. Why is it so cheap to throw a party at a haunted house? Because the ghosts bring all the booze. Oh, such a dad joke. Gosh, that just hurt my spleen. You remember, You remember I am. Mr. JJ, how you doing? Do you know about the ancient brand HMT? Trap, I'm getting rid of my collection. Don't want to build my collection up anymore. You said you're, wait, hold on. Let me reread this again. Trap, I'm getting rid of my collection. Don't want to build my collection up anymore. Imagine so. Easy, JJ, calm down. That's what he said. HMT is expensive. It's because of me that you want to rebuild, or you don't want to build your collection up again? Well, sir, over the past 4 years, and I think you've been collecting for 4 years now, you have amassed a large amount of watches. So, yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. You do got a lot of watches, bro. And don't blame me talking about this because of Trap. Don't blame me. I am at a coffee shop on the corner of somewhere. Hold up, let me see, where am I at? Okay, so the only thing I can explain to you, bro, and forgive me because I don't know. Hold up. Wait. Do I have a receipt? Oh, I got a receipt. Give me a second. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly. That's not it. That's not it. Hey, where my receipt at? I just had my receipt. Or did I toss it? I think I tossed it. Well, just know I'm on the street where, like, if you come to Carmel, all those statues and stuff, they got like the policeman doing like this. They got like the girl from Stranger Things statue is over there. That's where I'm at, in this little area. So what is this? 111th Avenue in Carmel, somewhere over there. Grateful Pond. Here in Carmel. Like yesterday, I'm wearing a 20-year-old Invicta. This time it's an automatic Cordoba model 4495. Yeah, Bob, that watch that you sent me yesterday, and while we're talking about building up I guess the perfect collection for you, or having fun with your collection, I was very impressed with that, and that just gave a testament to, and I'll share with you guys, Bob sent me a picture of one of his watches. It's an older Invicta, 4-digit number. Anytime you see a 4-digit model number, you know it's an older one with Invicta. And dude, it just showed how far Invicta has fallen from, because that watch is so solid and well built. That wasn't nothing. That was a van, and they need a muffler. Nothing sexy. But anyway. Oh, that was a new Range Rover. At any rate, it just showed where they are and their attention to detail, and it's not there, man. That watch that he showed me yesterday was amazing, which adds to another reason why I'm doing this live right now, because, like, you know, I was sitting there thinking about this, and we were talking. It's always easy for us to click on YouTube, and there's always a new watch. There's new Breitlings, there's a new Cartier that's out, or I guess it's out. This week is going to be huge for watches, for micro brands, major brands, because you got like a Dubai. Is Dubai this week too? I'm not familiar with I've been hearing that there's either this week or whenever Dubai Watch Week, but I know New York, or was Dubai last week? But I know this week is New York, is Wind Up. And you'll see all the stuff. You'll see Airbus, you'll see every watch. There's probably like 60, maybe 60 to 80 brands that's going to be in one spot. And there's watch time, so they'll have some, they're separate from Wind Up. So yeah, man, and I think that's where North Kane is gonna be there. The Great Poupon, okay, you better stop telling where you are when you live, bro. Too many snipers out there, bro. You right. Yes, Trap, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have 2 watches. Man, get out of here. That's Rob, my brother, going hard. I love it, bro. I just had to have my money so I don't buy a new watch. You can't hide that money, bro. You can't hide that money, man. And you mess with me, man. Hey, bro, citizen. Hey, and don't. Hey, you know what's crazy, bro? Is from the last time we talking Citizen, bro. If you see the new models that Citizen put out, oh, bro, you ain't ready. You are not ready, bro. They got some new eco drives. They got one that I know you will like. It's not gold, but it's very flat and it's dressy. But like you can wear it with a sports coat. You can wear it with jeans. This thing is beautiful. That's right up your alley, bro. And it's inexpensive. I think it's like $295. But we can talk offline, man. Because like holler at my boy and he'll fix you up. I got it 6. I'm always lurking. I'm wearing my Watch of the Redskins watch tonight. Bob, right now, me and you enemies, bro. We enemies right now. I love you tomorrow. Well, depends what happens. No, you my guy, man. But yeah, we enemies. Monday, hey, you already know what it is. Monday Night Football, investment ride. Hey, Bob, will not wear a Commander's watch. All right, so yeah, now, y'all know what watch I got with me right now? I know y'all gonna be surprised. Y'all probably have never seen this watch ever in y'all life, but this right here is a Tissot. Rod, this is a Tissot. This watch code name is Snake Eyes. And by you being military, this is something I know you would dig. This right here. Yeah, I know you would dig that. Also, Rod, I'm gonna tell you something else, Rod. You want a nice automatic timepiece, historical value, chronometer certified timepiece? I got something for you, bro. And it's inexpensive. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Top notch. That's Tissot 1938. This something that, like, you ain't got to worry about no loom or none of that, bro. Because you a classic guy, you an investing guy, which y'all need to go check out Investment with Rod, man. He also got like podcasts he be doing. He be having some good stuff going on. But yeah, bro, Rod, this is something you need to get. You don't even have to get the small second ones. You can get the all anthracite or the blue one, man. It comes with 2 straps, bro. So you got this Milanese bracelet, and then you got like a regular strap to come with it. Under $1,000, bro. We're talking like $875, but you know what I'm saying? Holler at me, man. I'll put you in touch with my guy. You ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about paying top notch, man, because we're all about saving money while enjoying our watch collection. That's what this is about, right? Now let me ask you this, y'all. Real talk. Are we still having fun with this, man? Are we still having fun? Because that was the biggest question I wanted to ask today. Is in all your searching and looking through YouTube, because let's keep it 100. You have a number of live streams that they talk some serious stuff. They're talking huge watches. You know what I mean by that is like big price tags, like your brigades and stuff like that. You're talking big boys. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a place for everything. Then you have channels that are doing your AliExpress thing. Like, there's something for everybody. Let me just say that. There's something for everybody. But with all of these watches, all of the information that you can get, and after you get through with all your research, and you look down at your collection, or you look at like how much money you spent, are you still having fun? Are you still enjoying it? Or has this become a spreadsheet that you just got to tick off the boxes, and you got to look at this, you got to get all this insurance, and you're just like, you're stressed. Like, man, I got too much to do. Gosh, I got to move this over here. I got to put this in the safe. Are you still having fun, bro? For those that are doing it, like, so, yeah, and well, we're all classified as something. You're either a serial flipper, you're an enthusiast, casual watch buyer. You fit into some category. Like Jay Jones got his own category. So, like, For the rest of the world, man, I don't care if you are in Australia. Shout out to Watch with James. I think is he in Singapore this week. I don't care if you are in the UK. Doesn't matter. Doesn't. You can be in Canada. Wherever you are right now in the world, just know that there are so many different qualifications that makes up your watch journey, but there's only one title of being Jay Jones. Like, that is an official thing. Jay Jones is like his own continent when it comes to watch collecting. You have your enthusiast, your collector, your flipper, your luxury guy, and then you got Jay Jones. Completely different. And then sometimes y'all be trying to put me in the same category because of the watches I have. I'm not listen, I don't come close. And it's like we're not even on the same planet. All right, Jay Jones is his own entity. So if you a Jay Jones, you something different, man. That's all I'm telling you. Investing with Rob. Okay, what up, Oscar? I saw the Citizen extra thin. It's about 3 stacks. Oh, that's it. No, this is a different one I'm talking about. This one is $295. You always wanted Tissot. Tissot is dope though, man. And speaking of, man, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something else, man. That was pretty dope. And I was actually on the phone with another collector, man. I'm talking, and again, I don't know the guy's name. He knew who I was. He said, "Yo, Trap, I watch." He said, "Man, I saw you through Random Rob's channel, man, and dude, he just loving watch collecting and stuff like that." But then he saw I had on this Tissot yesterday, and he said, "Man, I wanted, I like this watch, man. But the integrated bracelet thing, and that was other thing too that kind of got me to right now to this where we are right now, man. The integrated bracelet is, it has been judged, it has been chewed up and spit out, and some people are over Tissot, according to YouTube, right? Some people that are doing their own channels, they're over it. But the average consumer is not. And you have to understand that if you gravitate towards it, then that's what you like. You know what I'm saying? You can't really go off of somebody else's thoughts for your collection. That's what I'm asking. Like, are we still having fun with this, man? Do I have my eye on watches from AliExpress? All the time. AliExpress got some heat, bro. Like, and that, I can say this, man. As much as I like name brands and stuff like that, a brand at this point will not deter me from getting what I like. And let me break that down real quick. Simply put, if I came out with an AliExpress brand and me as TrapVision come on YouTube and I showcase this or Tissot, or if I had a tutor, if you get kudos from somebody, that's great. If you got somebody say, "Hey, I got the same watch," that is great. But I like looking down at my wrist, man. You know how, okay, for example, I'm gonna just say this, man. Look, this watch right here. Look at it in its entirety. GMT collar style, man. It has the biggest crown on this thing. I mean, excuse me for knocking the table around. This watch is absolutely amazing. And I got this on I got this watch with Mark ending that if you come in with the Islander watch, he gives you $50. So I got $50 from Mark. I could have walked away with $50. That's how much it cost. They didn't even cost, maybe it cost me $50 to drive up to Chicago from Indianapolis. And I could have went back. I could have ate off of $50 when I was there. But he gave me the $50 because I had on the Islander. I gave him the $50 back, and then I bought this piece. And this was the last piece with that. Like, that was it. He's not doing it anymore, if I'm not mistaken. This may have been the last piece. I got a couple of them. And if this is not the last piece, then this next to the last piece. But look at that thing, man. This got to be one of the hardest watches I've ever seen in my life when it comes to this style of watch. And it's not a Tudor, it's nothing. It's an Islander. And it was designed, so if you look at the dial, you can call that whatever interpretations of whatever, right? So you can call that heaven. The dial is a heavenly cloud. You can call that Charmin. You can call it clear cotton candy. I don't know, but that thing. And then look at the gold frames around everything over the man. This thing is all the way live, man. This thing is all the way live, bro. Gosh, and then look at them bricks, man. That thing is crazy. This thing's tough, boy. This thing is tough. I don't care what nobody say. This thing is tough, bro. It's one of my favorite watches, man. This thing's crazy. All right, I'll let you. All right, bro. All right, yep. Holler at me offline, bro. We'll catch. Man, yeah. We'll talk. Yes, I'm having fun looking, researching, learning, seeing you guys get pieces you want. It's all good. Jay Jones, I'll tell you this. Once you leave this earth and you go to heaven, right? I'm sure if God allows you a line of credit, you'll still be ordering watches. So I'm not worried about you stopping your collection. Like that's crazy. And I'm like, I wonder how, like, that's crazy. I don't even know how you're going to get them in heaven. Where does UPS drop off watches? That's crazy. Bro, you're done. You're cooked. You're going to always buy watches, bro, as long as you got money. And I think if you didn't have money, which you still got money, because for y'all back home and everywhere y'all are right now, he was the most crooked cop in New York. So all that money that came up missing at one point in time, I can't even say the year because like it was an investigation and all this and the other. But he's sitting on a lot of money right now, so he ain't gonna never go broke. He gonna always buy watches. I wasn't supposed to tell that, was it, Jay? My bad. Haven't seen it. I'm not above you. Get out of here. Ben 10 in the building. You got the reference 5512. Hold up. I gotta see this myself. Come on. Internet's moving kind of slow. What's your reference number? 5512? That's like my wow. That look like the Pro Diver. Well, I guess the Pro Diver looked like it. My bad. Hold up. Before somebody try to correct me in the comment section later on, I'm sorry. I know the Rolex came first and then Invicta did their thing. Greetings from Bellflower, California. Restarting being joined with and about Rio. I have not. I saw that Jay-Z actually posted a picture with him drinking some coffee with his daughter, I believe. I haven't heard anything. And I think Ryan may be out on a cruise or something. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him. But no, I don't know what they're doing, bro. I really don't, man. They're being very secretive. They dropped the information saying that, hey, we coming back, but there's nothing else after that. So I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Leo, what's going on? The new Jack Mason is cool. Now, speaking of new watches, there is a Dufresne piece that's coming out. And I told y'all there's a chronograph coming. Well, it's official now. I mean, I said it already, but Nomadic has a chronograph coming out, and you guys will get to see that chronograph. For those of you guys that are going to New York, what do you call that? Wind up. They'll be there. So you'll get a chance to see it. There's a little Easter egg. I want to know if you all see what I know the Easter egg on that watch too. There's a little Easter egg, but I'm not gonna say. Awesome. That's great. He said that's all there is to it. I'm telling you. The Black Bay. You know what, man? That Black Bay monochrome, I like that. I do like that. That is a dope watch, man. That is really. I actually saw that in the metal, as they would say. I saw it in the metal, and it looks even better in hand. Gosh, it looks so much better in hand. And yeah, you know that comes down to, I think some of the watches that I would like to have, yeah, they are pricey. Some of the watches I like are expensive, and that's not in the cards right now. Maybe down the line, but right now, no. And I don't want them to flex or come on YouTube and get a bunch of views and clicks and stuff like that. I don't know. I just like some certain watches, man. Like there's certain Oruses that I like to have in my collection. I'm still here though, just watching and listening. That assumes Jay is going to heaven. Whew. I was. Oh man, baby, hey, well, and that is. I'm gonna leave that alone, Bobby. Something wrong with you, man. Oh, it's your boy Leo. Okay, I will. Okay, cool. To the Black Bay monochrome Inspire. What do you guys think of the new Brew NYC? I like Brew's watch. I like the design, bro. I like it. Me personally, I like it. And that's a watch too that, we had a debate about that. Like, is there something that you should have in your collection? Or, like Skylar's been, like, he's been a Brew guy. Let me see. Skylar is Brew, Casio Automatic, and what's the other? Vizionico guy. You know what I'm saying? He be repping them hard, man. But that just goes to show you that that's something that he really enjoys. And we should be having fun with this. It shouldn't be like no flex or anything like that. Let's see. Sensei Jerry, what's next on the wish list? Jay Jones always got something on the wish list. What do you call a Frenchman wearing sandals? Philippe Flop. Wow. After unsuccessful harvest, why did the farmer decide to try a career in music? Because he had a ton of sick beats. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm not messing with you right now, bro. Hey, Mr. Wow, I didn't What is that? Oh, this is just a pickup truck. Arshad, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Land Dweller Platinum. So, okay, that Land Dweller Platinum, is that something that you would like to have, bro? Is something you want to add to your collection at some point? Get out of here. This is that season with bees and sting the mess out you, boy, because they like, we about to die anyway. And he about to get a Geo slap, bro. Get away from my table. Okay, he went over there to bother them ladies. No, man, I couldn't do that to Trap. Man, whatever, bro. Hold on. Don Juan, what's going on, baby? The micro brands are starting to get up there in price. Vizionico, Northern 5280, over 2K. That's the other thing too, man. While we're having fun with watches, man, we can't deny the fact that the prices are going up. I mean, let me ask you this while we're having fun and we're talking. Will that deter you from buying micro brands? Will that keep you from buying a micro brand because it's going up in price? Now, there was a conversation that was said. So we were talking. I'm going back to the Erebus in the top tier ticker review. There were a number. If you go look for yourself, there were a couple of comments that really got me thinking. And I just got to talking about this to Kibo Sabi. I know he's listening in the chat. Having too many options. It's like on one hand, we always want something. We're never satisfied. You know, because one of the complaints was having the female end links versus the male end links. And there was somebody in the chat saying, like, I've never seen somebody complain about having the end link, the links that just drop straight down and form to the wrist. And there was others that said, you know, it was one other person that said, like, I think you just enjoy complaining about stuff. And you know what, he has a right, and I've said this before, and I even laughed about this. He is a very, very intense watch reviewer, but he's entitled to his opinion. He's entitled to, you know, what he's doing and saying on there. But out to his point, one of the negatives about the new Erebus is it does have a lot of colorways coming out. But just imagine if you only had 3 colorways. There'll be a number of people like, man, he didn't have enough colors to come out. He should have had more colorways. Because I remember when the Erebus first came out, it was a nice bike. When the Erebus first came out, it was a lot of colors. I said, man, that's way too many. And the problem was I liked them. I couldn't decide. I still don't have an Erebus. Not saying it's not worth it, but it was like color overload. It was, whew, man, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like my attention, I couldn't keep my attention on one watch. So I said, man, forget it. I don't even know which one to pick. And I ended up getting something else that I liked at a show or something like that. I have 2 watches on my wish list for next year. JLC Reverso Tribute Enamel and JLC Thin. No date. Okay. You said you're satisfied with what you got. You're never satisfied, bro. Yeah, I guess I'm not satisfied. Yeah, you're not. You're not. You're not. Will you ever get satisfied? I don't think any of us will ever be satisfied. You're gonna always have a hunger for it, for the watches, man. That's just what it is. But I can't speak for anybody else. I do have fun. I enjoy. Granted, I'm gonna show you another one of my favorites, as if y'all haven't seen this before. But yeah, that's just. I enjoy that watch. It's a dope watch. It fits for me. I've seen the comments, you know, and I hope you wouldn't take the comments and be like super discouraged when you read that somebody absolutely hates the watch that you bought and you wore on your wrist. You got it. You bought it for you. Just like I told a young man yesterday, bro, if you like to sew, buy it to sew. Because you do realize that there's a small amount of people that complain. So if your most popular YouTuber talks about a particular watch and he don't like it or she don't like it, you know, there's only one. I mean, there's millions of people that think otherwise, and that's what really matters, because these people are buying it still, and the companies are gonna keep putting it out. So like for those that say, hey man, I'm sick of the PRX, guess what? I know they got other PRXs that's coming out. They got some other stuff on the horizon. There was a couple of pieces that never came out last year that, you know, they were concepts, and I was looking for that colorway to come out. They never came out with the certain colorways, but still a popular thing. I want another. It's 4 to 5K. 4 to 5,000. That's your sweet spot. So that's your sweet spot. And we talked about this earlier. Being all these. Somebody mentioned this earlier. Looking for the perfect watch at a price under $1,000. Oh no, we didn't put a price amount, just a lower price. You didn't put a price, but you can find some watches. I mean, what is that? Henry Archer. Henry Archer is a decent watch. No, I ain't gonna say decent. It's a great looking watch. I like Henry Archer. But if I had to like any watches I'm looking for in the future, man, like man, I don't know. I'll say one watch that has my attention right now is that Borealis, that new diver that has the weird hour markers on it, where the hour hand goes underneath. I believe it's attached to the rehat. I like that watch. I think that's super cool. Um, I don't know, maybe probably glycine is another piece that I think I'm gonna always gravitate towards these. If I was to get another dive watch, it'd be one of these. Visitor, I like Visitor design. The Visitor is like their dive watches don't look like dive watches. They just don't. ISO rated, I believe, but like they just don't look like dive watches. They, in their case back, it's a work of art. If it's JLC, I'm spinning the bag. You heard me? I heard you, bro. I'm going to. I was just looking at that brand today, bro. And I would definitely get it. Stock market was in the green today, so I'm happy again. So what you getting, bro? What we getting? Oh man, I'm lying again. I don't have a sweet spot for watches. It's unlimited, baby. Hey, you just be talking, man. Stone Dial PRX has to be a thing. Tim. So now I'm gonna have to tag. Tissot in this now, because I think that would be super legit. A Stone Dial PRX. Yeah. And I told you they got a Damascus steel coming out. So I believe it's the buckle and the actual watch head is Damascus. I know the bracelet is not, which they could do the bracelet. Invicta did the bracelet. Invicta did Damascus on a full watch. The whole watch was Damascus steel. Which again, I'm telling you, a lot of stuff that we go crazy over right now, man, Invicta's already done. Like as far as elements, putting elements together that just like is crazy. So you have like your regular stone dials with diamonds within a titanium case. Like Invicta was doing that like some 12 years ago. Like they was putting wood together, man. Invicta was doing some crazy stuff with stone dials, and now that's like it came full circle, and people going nuts. And I'm like, man, dude. So somebody asked that question: why did people fall in love with Invicta? Bro, they was giving options. They was getting tons of options, and it was well built. Well built. Now I can't speak to today's Invicta, but yesteryear, yeah, they was killing. I would like to get a Reverso tribute someday. This year, the feeling is faded away. I'm going back. I think I missed some comments. And so I had missed some comments yesterday. I apologize, man. And y'all, those of you that got my number, like, yo, Trap, you didn't read my comment, bro. I was asking you a question. I was like, dude, you got away from me. I'm sorry. So I just want to make sure that I don't miss anybody. Yeah. I think we good. I think we good, bro. All right. So, last but not least, what else I got in here? Oh yeah, I was asking y'all. Oh yeah, this one I was gonna ask y'all. So I had changed the strap. So on this one, this fireman, this ball, I changed over to this rubber strap I bought from Amazon. It's like how much was this? It was like $7, right? 20 millimeter strap. It worked. You know what I'm saying? Because the bracelet was too heavy while I was going, but I use it for the actual, of course, at night. You don't have to shine the lume. I can see it at night when I'm walking. What would you guys recommend a strap for this one? For this piece right here? What type should I get for this? Should I get another FKM strap? Should I go like this Velcro piece right here? This nylon strap? I like the nylon though. And this company, dude, Rich Company, I had this on yesterday. This thing is actually legit, bro. This thing is super legit. And they say it will go up to an 8-inch wrist size. So, and I got a 7-inch wrist. It is legit. But I want to give something more active, man. You know, I was really looking for a NASA strap. Because this deserves to have NASA somewhere on it. If I can get this with the NASA logo, I'll be good to go. And the only one I saw was, I think that goes on a Galaxy watch. And I don't know if it'll fit on this. I don't know if it'll fit properly. And I don't want to buy it just to try it and it don't work and I got to send it back. I don't feel like going through all that. But I'd much rather have like an orange NASA strap to go on this, because you know this watch actually went into space as well. So, but people don't talk about it because they're, I would say, I could be wrong, but I think because they're owned by Invicta, they don't want that. What's up, Trap? Rocking the new Invicta titanium chronograph. Ooh, rock out, Papa. Stock mark, okay. Is that an automatic chronograph? Man, I just did Pilates work. It was brutal, sheesh. I thought, you are an athlete, bro. And because you worked out Ben 10, you deserve a watch, brother. You said you was in there looking like a piglet trying to... You said buy another FKM? Yeah, I want to get something. This one is okay. Yeah, it's just, I just don't like it no more. Let's just put it to you like that. I don't like it. It got too much slop in it. You know, wearing it like, yeah, I got my $7 worth out of it. Not saying it's not sturdy. I mean, it's sturdy, but it's just, I just don't like it. I mean, if you has a hole right there, and then, where is it at? See, right there, that fits down in there. Get me out of there. That fits down in that hole. But even when I'm like, when I'm getting it in, it'll still come out. So I want to get something that a little more sturdy. And I don't mind spending the money because, I mean, dude, I just don't want to go like, who's bought an Artem strap? I was looking at Artem straps. Those things are expensive, man. Like, if you get the Artem strap, like just sailcloth and a buckle, man, it's like $275 for what I wanted. And I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna... It's cheaper than buying a watch, of course. In some cases, not really. Because I mean, if I went on AliExpress, I can buy 2 watches for 1 Artem strap. And I imagine it like the Artem straps, I'll have to put that on an expensive watch. I think that's what that's for. But like, this watch retailed for $1,100. I got it for $799. And I just want something, it's a decent watch, and I'm using it for what the purpose. It has anti-shock and it's anti-magnetic. Got like one of those cages in it. And yeah, I like this watch though. I like it. Nice little tool piece. I'm not gonna call it my favorite, but it's just it's an enjoyable watch. $275 for a strap? Nah, Artem straps are super OP though. Yeah, I like them, bro. I've never seen them in person. I've just seen them online or somebody like reviewing them. It's just like, when I put it together, what I wanted, and the buckle itself, man, gosh, dude, it was so expensive. And I'm like, that was $275 with the bill. That's not even, like, I don't even know how much taxes and stuff, man. Talking about like $300 just about, or $289 or something, man. I don't want to spend that much. You see, the strap looks a bit too bulky. Which one? So, are you talking about this one? This one, if you're talking about this one, it is a bulky piece. It does make it bulky with that, but I'm okay with that for this watch right here. There's a couple of other watches that I'm actually going to get another one of these straps. I like it. This thing is, hold on. Let me go ahead and put this thing on now, because I'm wearing this back when I do my walk back to the truck. Yeah, I think this is a very legit. This is a nice strap, man. This buckle ain't no joke. So that's it on the wrist. This thing ready for war, boy. Ready to go. Now I'm going to see how this thing works and operates, man. with, you know what I'm saying, like with my everyday. Man, it's legit though. It's legit, man. Look how flat that thing sits. Man, I think people sleeping on glycine, man. Sleeping on glycine. But that's all right though. Keep sleeping on them, because that, if I was to get another watch, it would be glycine. I may get another Airman. I have seen straps for 600. You saw straps for 600? Well, hold up. Well, let me not act surprised, because when I went to Moyer, there was a guy that had ordered his strap for his Omega, and that thing was expensive. Get one of the, I mean, Ben, you know what? When you do, get one of the older ones, bro. Get one of the older ones, man. Like, now don't get me wrong. These are great. These are great, man. I just like the older one. There's one right now. It's at Kokomo, and it's not going anywhere. And I told him, I said, I got dibs on it. It is the original Airman from 1953, 54. It's the original model, and it's missing, like, one of the crowns came out. Or the one of the crowns came out. The locking crown came out, which you can order online, and I'm gonna have them put that back together. And that, yeah, that one is going to go in the collection. So that 50s model, yeah, gotta get that one. Gotta get that one. Yeah. I would like to, if I can find one in good working condition, I would like to get that 1959, or was it, wait, hold on. I'm trying to think. I think it's either through 56 or 59 was, I want to say it was 59. Was it 59? That the first, I have to do my research again. I gotta look. But the first glycine to actually go into space, that's the one I want. It was a black dial. I have the reference number written down in one of my notebooks, but I would like to get that one. You know, we're talking about, you know, watches that were flown by, you know, military. Pete Conrad actually flew with that, and I would like to get that watch. Relative value for the money, in my opinion. Yeah, that's fire. You're getting a vintage peach. I can't trade this one, bro. This one of the ones where it can't, man. No. Dare I say Grail? Dare I say, and I dare. Nah, this is an heirloom, man. This is one of the pieces, man. And I always do this. Let me do something real quick for YouTube, because even though I love doing these lives, I'm not gonna be here forever. And as long as this format is up, people will get to see this for years and years to come. So when my children come across this, or my grandchild come across this, or grandchildren in the future, not rushing anything, they'll know that this was one of my favorites. So if I'm gone and this thing's still around, just know that I value this piece right here. Know that I value this piece right here. This right here is a collaboration, and I'm calling it the Metroplex. So you know what it look. This one right here, my 1938. And let me just say this: if my kids go through this, y'all can't get that. That's going to Honey. And that's it. My little monster, that's the only person. And I'm saying this is legal and binding. It's legal and binding. So it is going to be on YouTube. This goes to Honey, right? This one goes to her. So don't try to keep it. And Honey, if you see this, take them to court. Maybe I might have some money set to the side. You can pay for your lawyer. Take them to court if they try to take that watch. Yeah. And then, of course, this one right here. You got to document this stuff, y'all. You got to document, man. I ain't playing with it. Custom made with Damascus clasp. Okay, all right. That's fine. You getting it. Okay, yeah, I read that one. Okay, yeah, Rolex Omega straps are $600 to $800. Artem Hydroflex straps with the loop less clasp is less than 300. Whew, man, that's that's a lot, man. Okay, Artem Hydroflex strap is 50% less than OEM but better. And you know what, Ben, I'm gonna tell you something too about this. The one thing about Ball, they don't like have a. To me, I haven't seen like a flagship model that they normally have. It's just some random. Even though like their watches are fire, man. I went to Wind Up last year and they had the whole Ball set up. Yo, they got some dope watches in there. The chronographs. There was one in particular that had the Pepsi bezel on it. That thing, bro, that was fire. That was fire for sure. All right, I think I'm gonna end on that one. I'm gonna order some straps tonight. I gotta order one for this. I'm gonna get rid of this strap. It's cool. It's cool. It's cute that it got Timex on it, but I'm getting some. I'm probably gonna put an entire, like a whole red strap on this one, all red. And I think this is a 18. Why am I guessing? I'm tripping. 20 millimeter. Yep. I'm gonna get a strap for this tonight. It'll be there in the morning, possibly from Amazon. So trap. When I'm gone, my kids will have a yard sale to sell my Victors and Aragons. Well, I tell you what, I don't know how many you got right now, but it's not gonna be as bad as JJ. It'll take Jay Jones's family at least 2 years to sell off and auction off all his watches, man. That dude got about 2015 Invicta, probably 1800 Aragons, 345 Seikos, 114 what you call that, anything else, miscellaneous. He just got 114 miscellaneous watches, just different brands, like no names, some weird names, all kind of stuff. So yeah. Yo, what's up? 675 is crazy. Ben Tudor won 675 for a rubber strap. Trap, Bob has more Aragons than me. Nobody asked you. You keep quiet, sir. Keep quiet. You got more Aragons than everybody. I'm a huge Gunny strap fan. Check them out. Gunny, thank you. Gunny strap. Wrote it down. I got it. I'm on my way back. I'll look it up. Go buy anchor straps. Anchor straps, $100. Anchor. Okay, got you. We start putting some of this stuff up. See, we've been on for 1 hour and 8 minutes. We have satisfied the nature of YouTube. I have fun. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy talking and doing this. It's very therapeutic for me, as I've mentioned before. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna try those straps out. We're gonna see what's happening. Not sure if I want to replace the strap on my Casio Marlin for a bracelet or keep it as is. Let's try it, bro. I just gave my favorite Invicta. Ooh, man, bro, you just gave away some history. That's some of Invicta's claim to fame, man. That's not talked about. That's something. You know what, Bob? We'll land this plane. That's the one thing that it's just amazing that AL hasn't done. is drop the history of Invicta because he knows what it is. He has it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, especially how so many people on social media, like different companies, these micro brands, independents, if you will, are giving their background. Nomadic for one. They're talking about the history of Belfast. And they're rapping, they're literally tying the history of their country to the watches that they're making. Vladimir Von Reese, he's an Indiana, but like he is from like, bro, he's from overseas as well. Like he has German descent. He ties German history into his watches. I don't know for the life of me why AL won't do that with that brand. That is wild. That is wild, especially right now, man. Like, any exposure is good exposure sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You go take the good with the bad because shoot, your favorite YouTuber, like Teddy, is the darling of YouTube. But go in his comment sections and everybody will, like, everybody's not with it. Some people get on him, like they say, hey, bro, when are you gonna start talking about some lesser brands, some blue collar brands? You know what I'm saying? Stuff that we can afford. Bro, you're going to get criticized at every level. So if AL is fearing that, or he's just like, he don't want to go through the criticism, bro, you have more. The thing that he don't understand, there are more Invicta fans than there are people that's opposing the brand. I'm telling you right now, man, because what was that, 2 years ago when they were live on Shop HQ, they saw through Shop HQ, they gave a number, over 14 million people served. 14 million people have bought into Invicta through their website and through other means, of course. 14 million. So that's telling you, you drop that information on YouTube, dude. Yes, you're gonna have some haters. You're gonna have some, like, haters with everything. That's just the nature of life, I guess. You know what I'm saying? You can't get away from it. So I don't know, Bob. That's some crazy stuff, man. But who am I? I don't know nothing. Trap, you talk about me. You have more than I do. Have more what? I got more what? Gray hairs on my chin, bro, than you? Cause you ain't got no chin hairs, bro. You just, I don't know what you got. You look like a chia pet or something down right there, like little peach fuzz. But if you saying I got more watches than you, man, boy, stop. You tripping. Nobody has more watches than you, and you've been collecting less than anybody in this chat right now. You are the newest collector of everybody in the chat right now, and you have more watches than everybody in the chat. So that's the testament to, like, you are a fanatic. No, I do not. No, I do not, Jay Jones. I do not have more watches than you. It's impossible for me to... Bro, during this live, bro, you've bought 7 watches. You got more watches in your cart right now that's on the way to your house. The UPS store that's right down the street from you, that you told me, you should have never told me. The UPS place is right down the street from you. You got more watches that you just purchased during this than I have right now that I'm carrying. And I just showed y'all a gang of watches. Now, whoa. Y'all see that bird flying? That thing, man. I thought it was gonna hit me in the face. You got 2 watches? Okay, Jay Jones. Jay Jones, if you got 2 watches, I got 1 and 1 on the way. Sound like playing spades. I got 2 on the possible. Stop, Jay Jones. You stop it right now, sir. I can't let you get on here and blaspheme and talk that crap to my audience, man. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Jay Jones. There are children watching, right? Yeah, man. The algorithm tells me, or the YouTube studios tell me that there's people under the age of 18 that watch the show too. I see it. They are watching, impressionable children that are watching this show right now. And you're sitting here lying to these people. That don't make no sense. What type of example are you setting, Jay Jones? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Gosh. Y'all forgive him, man. Understand that, like, that goes again. Corrupt. You're a corrupt cop. Even in retirement, corruption. Trap, you say I have nothing on the way? Okay. All right. Oh, is that because it's there already? Is that what it is? Is that how that works? You put in an order and they just bring it from the factory because they assume that you're gonna buy. Ooh, I see a Porsche over there, all black. Hold up, let me see if y'all can see that. Dopeness. All right. Oh, it's a 4-door too. I love cars. All right. With that being said, I'm up out of here, man. Let's see. Upvote. Thank you. He's got nothing on the way means at least 5. Thank you, Oscar. We're gonna close out with Oscar being. Hold up. Let me put that. Tag that up there. Oscar, thank you for being our final comment of this evening. You have told the truth. You are part of the Amen section. Thank you for being a valued person on this network. Yes, this is a network. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, Kev Cook. Thank you for being here. Everybody, thank you for being here. Jay Jones, thank you for playing the game of trying to play us to the left because you are a Jay Jones collector. Okay? You have a treasure trove of watches just everywhere. And that's okay. It's all right. You just keep doing you. All right, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all spending time with me, man. And until the next lightning strike, man, y'all be blessed. Dopeness.